Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Oh, good morning. Good morning. Tom here, aka Nostradamus. Let's rock into a Friday end of the week for the markets. We're going to hop into the markets here pretty quick. We're going to talk about crypto. Of course, we're going to talk about crypto. Stock market's going to open in about 4 minutes. NASDAQ futures. Woo, baby. They were up 100 points last night. My NASDAQ long, Luke, I am your father. So I was pretty happy last night, I guess. You know, my NASDAQ up about $1,000 for the week. You know what? You wake up, NASDAQ was up 100 points last night. You go to bed, you go to sleep, you wake up, you see the NASDAQ's flat. You're like, oh man, well, at least I'm so up a lot. A couple hours later, now the NASDAQ's down. It was down as much as like 80, 90 points, I think. Right now it's down. Let's hop into the tasty. Let's hop into the tasty works. And we see the NASDAQ's currently down about 62. I'm up $700 overall on the trade. I may take it off today. We'll see how it goes. I need that money. I need that money to potentially pay for a nice fat $500 MicroStrategy loss. So that Bitcoin move, baby, we got 8 days to go. MicroStrategy was down to like $650 or something like that yesterday. I needed above 730. MicroStrategy is on the move with Bitcoin, and it's up to, so there's a chance. Are you saying there's a chance? There's a chance, baby. We got 7 days to go. We don't need much. We just need a little gift from the gods, a little nod from the heavens. And, you know, we might be able to get a fat winner chicken in our MicroStrategies. Right now, it's a coin toss. There's no edge in this MicroStrategies. It's sitting in about a coin toss. I might be able to roll it for a credit today. It's pretty illiquid. We discussed that yesterday. Maybe. I don't know that I want to, though. Maybe I just want to YOLO that trade. Just YOLO it into the week. I do think well, okay. Next week, Bitcoin's going to like 80,000 because that's what all the articles say. And that's what all the YouTubers are telling me. So I've again, yesterday I discussed it. I sold my house. I sold my car. Sold all my furniture. We had a yard sale. Cleaned out my garage. Sold everything. The only thing I have left are a couple guitars. I'm selling those today. My mic, might be able to get 50 bucks for that. Maybe my chair. This is a standing desk. I can use the exercise. Maybe I even sell the desk and put it, you know, all in Bitcoin because it's going to 80,000 again. That's what all the YouTubers are telling me. We will discuss that. I am bullish. I am very bullish on Bitcoin. There's an article we'll discuss. It's a couple days old. I'm not going to go deep into it. There's an article on, you know, another US ban. It's not a FUD article though. It's just, and we'll discuss that. I'll give my thoughts on it. I've given it quite a bit. And then, you know, we'll go from there. But the market's going to open in 1 minute. We'll go through the portfolios. Maybe put some trades on, maybe take some trades off, do a little bit of management. We'll go into the weekend. Again, I don't know. I'm probably going to leave this NASDAQ trade on for a bit. We'll see how it goes. If it starts like tanking, I might take it off, take those profits. I don't want to go under $500 profit loss on that, to be honest, because again, I might need that to wash my MicroStrategy bullish put spread. All right, we're a few seconds away. Ding, ding, ding. Let's go. 2 seconds. Ding, 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 ding. Tattooed Chef, man. When's those Tattooed Chef earnings? Those new Tattooed Chefs are tasty. So I really like Tattooed Chef going into earnings. I think the earnings call is going to be pretty good. Again, one of the few stocks. There's only 3 stocks right now I'm kind of married to. Tesla. I'm never like, the bridge is over. Tesla is going to take over the world. There was actually a really cool video by, what's his face? Meet Kevin. And a theory on how, you know, Trojan horse. And I didn't even really know this. So it was really, you know, Kevin has some good stuff. And it was a good, I liked his point of view. I agree with him. I think it's really good. You know, there's this, I didn't realize, you know, this, I knew that they were doing stuff in Vegas. I knew the Boring Company had like contracts in Vegas and they have stuff going on. But I didn't realize it was that massive. And it was actually very impressive when they showed it. And they said it only cost $56 million, right? Which is super impressive considering what I saw, I'm like, man, this probably cost, you know, $500 million, right? And you know, Elon's trying to make that process even cheaper and cheaper. So that is it is freaking amazing, guys, freaking amazing. And it is basically, yes, it's going to be a freaking. I want to possibly adjust my camera here. It's bothering me. I know it's probably not bothering you, but I'm a little mental sometimes, and I don't know what to tell you. Calm down. Calm down. All right. So yeah, dude, it is so freaking sweet, man. So they have this convention center and it's massive, and apparently it takes like 45 minutes from walk to one end to the other, and you know, heat and crap like that in Vegas. They have these tunnels underground. Self-driving, they're not self-driving yet, but they're gonna be. But Teslas just take you wherever you need to go, or you just shoot on down. 2 minutes, you're there, man. So imagine what Tesla could do while you're in the car, and you know, I mean, just think of how many cars they might even sell because of that, right? And then they discuss businesses are like, oh yeah, man, I'll help pay for a tunnel to my business. Businesses are helping to pay to get a little. So, dude, it is wow, right? We're going to be going more in the air, more underground. We're really going to start becoming much more efficient with a lot of travel, and Tesla's going to be at the forefront of that with full self-driving. You know, they got the car insurance thing coming. They got people like, oh, Tesla, they're so overvalued. They're worth more than Toyota, Ford, GM, all together. Yeah, I'm sorry. Are any of these companies a battery storage company? Are any of these companies a tech company building out an amazing full self-driving, right? Are any of these integrated with a boring company that is increasing and building out underground freeways, right? I mean, it's mind-blowing. So, and then just even from the tech standpoint, imagine the subscription model that might come from like their tablets or whatever, their on screens and things like that. There's going to be some recurring revenue, you know, over the air updates as a subscription model or something like that. I think, right? Full self-driving itself, they'll probably make a subscription model. I don't know why they wouldn't. So right now you can pay $10,000 for it. And that price is going to go up. It's probably going to go up a lot. Hey, look at me. I just love talking about Tesla. I'm sorry. Hit the downvotes. Hit the dislikes. Because this title should have been Tom is going to swoon over Tesla for 20 minutes. All right, let's get on to the markets. The markets have been open now for 4 minutes. Tesla, man, I mean, it's a good price right now if you're looking to dip your toe. I've said numerous times, though, I don't know which way this market's going to go. I'd lean to the downside. So if you have Tesla, man, well, they got earnings. They're going to have earnings coming up soon, too. So I think there's a decent chance the stock market is going to have a nice push in their earnings. I mean, Tesla's down $9. I don't know how I don't put on something in Tesla right now. Because I think they are going to go up in their earnings. They've already posted blowout cars, like deliveries. The first quarter being slow, they posted blowout numbers. It's actually quite amazing that they haven't gone up with this huge move in the NASDAQ this week. So this one's setting the coil, and earnings are on May 5th. So, and you know how Tesla is, it makes these like 2-week moves, right? So it might start making a move next week or the week after into earnings. I could see this pushing up back over 800. Look, I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice, and no YouTuber out there can give you a price prediction with any kind of accuracy. It's just, you make a prediction, you're right 50% of the time. I mean, you're right if you just pick a direction. You're going to be right like 50% of the time, wrong 50% of the time, and you just highlight the times you're right and sweep the times you're wrong under the rug. And people have short memory spans, man. They just want to hear, they see a title, yep, I want to buy that stock, I want to buy that crypto, I want to click on this video, and I need this YouTuber to tell me we're going to the moon, right? If the YouTuber doesn't tell you we're going to the moon, they dislike, they leave, and they never come back. Well, I'm a no hype channel. I'm going to tell you the real deal, Holyfield. And I don't care if you dislike, don't come back. People that stick around are the smart people, and we're going to make some money together. All right, so NASDAQ's now sitting at 70 down. Bitcoin futures are up 1,000. Crude oil is now down to $59. Ooh, who cares, right? E-mini S&P up 2. Gold down 20. Gold just kind of hovering around the $1,700 level. I always forget what this is. Copper. Who cares what copper's doing? Copper's down 2 cents. Natural gas. Ooh, natural gas, man. Natural gas is expensive these days. I feel like in 2020 it was like under like $1.90, right? I remember I kept trying to go long natural gas and it kept not going up. You know how it is though. That seems pretty pricey for natural gas. Yeah, we don't care, right? I do want to hop over and see what the dollar's doing. Easiest to do that in TradingView. The dollar is up 21 cents. Crypto feels like it's getting jiggy. 58.7. Are we gonna push for 60 today? Let's go. 60 is a big level though. We have not been able to get past that 60,000. All right. Ethereum. So going to push for all-time highs again. It's struggling. That's a level it seems to be struggling with. We've been hovering around these levels for about a week now. We go back to April 2nd. That's when it started. First pushing. Cardano just hanging around that $1.21 level. Got us a little excited earlier in the week. And then the blue pill faded. Polkadot, same thing. It was pumping in the beginning of the week. And then the blue pill faded. You know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying. Flow, man, it had a night, same thing. What was going on a few days ago that all these alts just went, excuse me, major pump mode for like half a second. Kusama, your mama is consolidating around this level that has made it really interesting. I missed it, man. Like I should have bought some. I don't have the money to buy it. Let's take a look at my portfolio. We're about 5,000. I think my all-time high in this portfolio is 440,000. So it tells you the crypto market's looking pretty good right now. We're about, I mean, if Ethereum were to go up $100, I'd be at all-time highs for this. Just a very small move. If Cardano were to go up 5 cents, I'd be at all-time highs again, right? So it's not going to take very much to get this portfolio to all-time highs. If you're new to the channel, this is my portfolio. I'm an open book here. This is what I have. I recently did an exit strategy video. It covers my exit strategy. One of my fewer viewed videos, but probably one of the best videos out there on the internet. Go over there, check that out. Hit the like button and drop a comment section down below, because if there's any video I want to get out there, that would be one I want to get out there. Honestly, I should make a dedicated non-stream video so that it's just tightly packed and focused. Maybe I'll do that this weekend. I hate making videos though, right? Live streaming's easy. I'm a talker, right? As the mountain would say. I can get on here and just yak, 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 don't talk back. Making videos, man, that's a lot of freaking work. And I'm a perfectionist and I hate all, you guys don't care, right? But maybe I'll make a video because there is so much good information in there. There is a very, very, very rock solid exit plan and a very, very rock solid reason why my portfolio is set up the way it is. And it complements the exit strategy. It complements previous cycles in cryptocurrency. I'm no expert in cryptocurrency. I really started learning this in the last 4 to 5 months. And I don't, I feel like I'm bragging when I say this, but I'm got a degree in business, so I'm not an idiot. I've been trading for a very long time, 20 plus years, so I'm not an idiot in the market. And I'm pretty accomplished, pretty skilled in as a network engineer, as a systems engineer, as a cloud engineer, as a security engineer, so I'm not an idiot when it comes to IT either, right? So I was able to put 2 and 2 together, and we're going to get into this a bit on the ban. Is US going to ban cryptocurrency? where I think cryptocurrency is headed. The light bulbs clicked very, 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 very early at the adoption curve. The adoption curve is the biggest thing going against us, is how quickly is crypto going to be adopted, right? It's still very, very slow moving. We're still at the very, very, very beginning of this adoption curve. A lot of that's being stymied by boomers and government, old school methods, old school bankers, and I realize I'm a boomer to a lot of you out there, but I'm talking like super boomers, right? Super duper boomers. All right, crypto's going up some more. We're just about $3,500 from all-time highs in this account. What is Bitcoin clocking? 58.7. Let's go. Let's go. Let's get to some new all-time highs. We're about 543. I don't know, a few percent away. Ethereum, about $100 away from all-time highs. It's feeling it. Let's cue up the Will Smith Get Jiggy. All right. NASDAQ 60. Disney, we're down. Let's see, are we up in the trade? And we're about flat on that trade. We got 42 days to go, plenty of time. GNOG, ooh, we're finally up in the GNOGs, baby. Let's go, let's go. We're about 20 cents away from a 50% winner chicken dinner. Lemonade, we're still where the trade will end up winning. As long as this doesn't dip below $90, that one's going to be a winner. Mara looking good today. We're up on some Mara. Mara and Riot, I'm looking to sell covered calls in this stuff, but I'm waiting for a nice good pop in Bitcoin. And then we're going to hit them hard with some heavy premium in Mara and Riot in both the big account and the IRA. The premium, because these have really, really high volatility. And the amount of premium you can get in this stuff is just freaking amazing. Right now, I could sell a $70 call in Riot, $20 away, 42 days to go, and get a $400 credit. $4, that is taking, if Riot doesn't go above $70 in the next 42 days, I reduce my cost basis per share by $4 per share. That is freaking amazing. That is almost a 10%, what is that, like an 8% gain. 8% gain in 42 days. I could sell this right now, and as long as Riot doesn't go over $70 in the next 42 days, roughly an 8% gain in not a year, in 42 days, right? And you can do this month over month. You're like, Tom, that sounds amazing. Why aren't you doing that right now? Well, I probably should. It would be a mechanical thing to do. And the downside is, if it does go past $70, it's not the end of the world. I still get the $2,000 in profit between 50 and 70, $1,900, it's $51. Plus the credit received, $4, so I get the $1,900 between 51 and 70. Plus the $400 credit, so a $2,300 gain. And Riot could go to $200, and my profits capped at $2,300, and my shares get taken away. That's it. All right, so Riot's not going to go to $200, but it could go to 80, 90, or 100. So I would miss out on those gains, right? And then a strategy I would do if my shares get called away is I'd probably go sell a cash secured put. Right? Like say Riot goes to $75, my shares get called away, I get a $2,300 profit. I love me some Riot, and then I could go sell a put. Like I could go, so right now you could sell a near at the money, or I could go to like $10 away and sell a cash secured put and then get another $300. Eventually Bitcoin's gonna dip, Riot's gonna dip, or it doesn't. I just keep rolling the puts up, man. It's a beautiful system. All right, enough about that. Palantir, let's go, baby. So I did sell a reverse covered Jade Lizard. You're like, I'm not even going to explain it. So that's just what it turned into. I have a bullish put spread. That one is up. That one's coming close to a 50% winner. I have a 27 covered call. That one's down a bit, but it's a covered call, so that means I'm up in the shares. Again, 42 days to go, as long as Palantir is not over $27. I won't get the shares cleared away. If they are called away, I'll sell a put and start doing the wheel, right? I love it. Beautiful system. We've already talked about Tesla, Tattooed Chef. Same thing. I got a reverse cover Jade Lizard, right? I got a bullish put spread. That one's down. That one's going to be down a bit because it has breached it. I'm not overly worried about that. In fact, I'm tempted to do something in Tattooed Chef. Maybe we sell. I love me some Tattooed Chef, man. Their new food at Target is freaking amazing. Oh, I have a naked put in there already. I already did that. That's right. So I also already have a put in there. And that one, what did we get for that? We got 212 credit. Is that, yeah, we got $2.12 credit. So for that, this one naked put to be a loss, Tattooed Chef would have to dip below 1788. So I'm not worried about that. There's plenty of things we can do to defend that. If that goes wrong, like we can roll it out, things like that. Let's take a quick look at the IRA. It's a lot of the same stuff. Mara, we're looking to do, I got 200 shares of Mara, 200 shares of Riot. Definitely looking to sell some premium in there. Maybe next week I will give my opinion on why I do think Bitcoin and the crypto market is going to have a really good week. Doesn't mean it. I won't be wrong though. I'm not trying to hype it. I'm telling you it can go either way. I'm just giving you my reasons why I think it could. Neo put spread. How we doing on that? Yeah, we're basically flat. We're down about $6. Neo's struggling. All right. Let's see. Is that wrapping that up pretty good? The small account. I love the small account. It's all crypto right now. This is an account. I talk about it all the time. I'd like to be more involved with it right now, but right now it's just the buy and hodl model. The buy and hodl model on cryptocurrency. That's my model. That's my model over here. My percentage of my investments is like 90+% in cryptocurrency. I'm off the rails, right? Even in the stock market, most of it is crypto proxy. The only thing that in the IRA, the only thing that's really not is some Tattooed Chef. MicroStrategy's Bitcoin. Tesla is a very large position in my IRA. That's like 10% Bitcoin, right? So it's tied to Bitcoin. As I've said numerous times, I think Tesla is the stock, the trade of the decade plus. It's one you still got to be buying into. If all I did was the stock market, Tesla, and at one point last year, Tesla was like 90% of my portfolio, both IRA and my big account. I would still be heavily invested in Tesla if I didn't think Bitcoin and cryptocurrency was a better reward right now. Let's get into the news per the titles. Just some quick stuff, right? So the big news of the week, the big news are like this article's been discussed, 5 key reasons why Bitcoin will likely see a new all-time high soon. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on this. A lot of other channels, I'm sure they've already covered it, but whales have stopped selling, I guess, right? Long-term selling Bitcoin, or so long-term hodlers are slowing down. The data's out there, so I guess, right? But the market slowed down, right? Crypto, it's been pretty Bitcoin, you can go back to February 20th, and it's basically just kind of made a nice little coil, and now it's just kind of since March 11th, it's just kind of coiled around this 57, 58, 59,000 level. And it, even dating all the way back to February 20th, it's had a very, very difficult time getting past this 60,000, right? And as of recently, 60,000 has just been a massive wall. Like, let's put it in massive. And is that going to change this week? Maybe, right? Let's see what the rest of the article has to say. And one thing I don't think was mentioned in the article, but look at that, massive. And we also got this trend line though, right? This trend line here, I've made a slight adjustment to it, but it's kind of dipping and it's showing resistance. So it's going to reach ahead here. Does that mean anything though, right? No, but maybe. So right now it's kind of this resistance. It's shown pretty good resistance. It was support for a very long time. So right now it's hitting it as resistance, and we got another very, very long-term resistance coming up. If it can blast through this with some authority, I do think, and we'll look at the logarithmic curve, I do think we'll at least come up and hit this one at around 70,000 and potentially move deep into it like the previous time that we blasted through a log line, right? So we could blast through this and see like 80,000 or so, and then it might dip back down. It might even dip back down below it. And then maybe 62, like this recent 60 to 62,000 will be support, right? So maybe we get up to like 80,000 and then we dip back down. And that is my inclination. That's what I think is likely gonna happen. And that's why I'm kind of waiting right now to sell some covered calls in Riot and Mara. I'm waiting for that move. I'm waiting through that blast off between, if it happens, between these support or resistance and even past this log line right here. And then bam, hit them with the covered calls. Worst thing that could happen is I'm wrong and I make money, right? Making money on covered calls is a first world problem, guys. All right, so let's head back to the article. Where is it? Where is it? That is embarrassing. Effing embarrassing. All right, so miners have turned into Bitcoin. I guess, dude, like everything I'm seeing is like my boy George, he doesn't even talk about it anymore, does he? I mean, I don't watch all his videos, but like didn't Crypto Quan or whatever just like start obscuring the data? I mean, is the data even like, I don't know. I have no idea if this is relevant or true. Maybe their data, oh, Glassnode. So that's different than Crypto Quant. Maybe this is true, but maybe, right? What does this say? Selling blah blah blah. Like, but when do they change their attitude? When it's above 60,000? When it's above 65,000? Do they start hammer on selling again? I have no idea. Institutional demand remains high. Of course it does. Except, where's the news? Right? I hear a little like some company in Uzbekistan bought 5 Bitcoin, right? We're not hearing any big stuff that like NYDIG is promising us. I have given my theory on that. I think, you know, they're keeping their mouths shut until they have to announce it. I don't know the regulations for an SEC company when they have to announce that they're buying Bitcoin. Is it the quarterly earnings or is it before, or do they have to file something, right? Like I don't know that they even have to file like anything. It's not like they're selling stock or doing a dilution or something, right? So I have no idea. I do know that if I was the chief Bitcoin officer at Tesla, I'd have kept my mouth shut, right? I'd be like, yo, no, don't say anything until we have to. We want to gobble Pac-Man up as much Bitcoin as we can. That'd be an interesting game. Take Pac-Man and instead of the big dot, make it like Bitcoin or Miss Pac-Man. Someone hire me for my genius ideas. Miss Pac-Man, you get the different stages. Like first, maybe you start off with Cardano. And then like when you get to the blue map, it's Ethereum. And then when you get to the like the granddaddy map, it's the Bitcoin, is it right? Oh my goodness. All right. Atari, who made that? Atari or whoever they are. There you go, man. You got your shit. I mean, sorry. You got your stuff go. I didn't say it fully, did I? Demonetize me. I'm not monetized anyway. Atari's got their store out there in Decentraland, which I love me some Decentraland, boys and girls. It's one of my favorite crypto. It is my favorite NFT small crap. Oh my goodness, small cap crypto, and I'm still buying it. I might even play me some Decentraland this weekend. We'll see how I feel. But Atari's got their store up there. Man, make a Pac-Man game and sell it. And instead of I don't know, what do you replace the ghost with? Do you really? Maybe you just put like them wearing like little gold chains of different crypto symbols, like little mana icons, little, you know, Run DMC type. Put some Run DMC glasses on. I got ideas like this all day long, boys and girls. All right, so institutional demand runs high. Weekly ascending. Give me a break. Look at this. Yeah. Weekly ascending triangle. Bullish. That's one way to look at it. Another way to look at it is this massive line of resistance that's having a really hard time breaking through, and maybe it continues to stay massive. Maybe the miners turn on the selling at 60,000, right? Longs keep getting liquidated for the last 2 months. They just keep getting, and I don't know how many times I got to tell you, you're not going to, I mean, the people that are smarter than me aren't going to listen anyway. But don't leverage trade Bitcoin. Don't leverage trade. Like, the right way, in my opinion, to do it is to short it as a hedge, right? And it's a well game. In cryptocurrency, that is full on a well game. You can't manipulate Bitcoin, right? You can't manipulate the price of Bitcoin. A lot of these whales, a lot of these huge whales that have been manipulating markets, the granddaddy markets for decades, these guys are professionals. These guys are the LeBron James of cryptocurrency, right? You're not gonna beat them. The only way to beat them is to buy and hold, diamond hands, buy and hold, and have a lot of patience. Even if this, and watch my exit strategy video, boys and girls. It will tell you how to maximize your profits. I don't know how many times I gotta tell you that. But even if your exit strategy is no exit strategy, if you got the time and patience to wait till the next bull market, you're going to be just fine. Like, if I closed my eyes, shut down my computer, and didn't think about, don't get me wrong, the money will be nice to have, but I don't need it to live, right? I'm not going to go homeless if I lose all this. I might go back to living pretty much paycheck to paycheck for a minute or two, but I make enough to cover my rent. I make enough to cover a car payment if I have to get another car. And I make enough money to live, right? You know, I'm not in a mansion. I'm just in a modest house, and I can scrape myself up, pick myself back up. And this number might dwindle down to like 50,000, 75,000 if the market crashes. But this time, 4 years from now, I just gotta grind for the next 4 years. And this will probably be 4 million, 8 million, right? Anyway, that's my thoughts. And I'll get into it in a second why I think so. Let's wrap up this article. All right, so what do we got left? What do we got? Yep, that's pretty much it. So one thing they didn't talk about. So 5 pretty good reasons why Bitcoin could break out. Though on some of these I could argue it could push it the other way. The big thing for me on why I think it's going to break out is the Coinbase IPO next week. And the news Coinbase dropped was a freaking bombshell. This is Coinbase's Q1 revenue. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? They only did, look at this, Q1 19, 2, 3, 4. So in 2019, they did, oh wow, they had so Q1, I didn't even realize this. So Q1 is a pretty crappy quarter for them. It was slightly better than Q2 last year, so we'll have to see. And I think Q2 is going to be even more massive for Coinbase. But in 2019, they only did 260, 470, $540 million for 2019. In 2020, what did they do? We'll just call that 4, 7, and so 1.3 billion. They did roughly a little less than 1.3 billion in all of 2020. Q1 of 2021? Are you freaking kidding me? 1.8 billion? Like, okay, first of all, this was a masterpiece for putting these estimates out, right? Because the IPO is coming Wednesday. And if you think I'm hopping on that IPO train, you are sadly mistaken. I'm going to watch the fireworks. But brothers and sisters, I am not getting in on that IPO. I would love to have gotten into Coinbase through some pre-IPOs or whatever. Like I'd have paid whatever, man. But I am not gambling on this, right? I think long term, no matter what price you pay for it now, you'll be a winner. But that might take 1 to 2 years to trade out. Possibly 4, just 4 to 5, just because if the crypto tanks, if that nasty bear winter comes, Coinbase is going to go with it, right? And that's a huge danger. If you want exposure to cryptocurrency, but you don't want to buy cryptocurrency, I think you're a fool. But there's some good reasons to do that. Cryptocurrency is not insured. Cryptocurrency has other dangers, right? It can be hacked, blah, blah, blah. If you have shares in Coinbase, a good proxy to crypto, it is secure. I mean, it's not, insured and blah, blah, blah. And you can do things like get leverage with it and all that. So there's pros and cons to everything, right? All right, that's enough. That is why I personally think the cryptocurrency market is going to have a really good week. And I think it could really start booming even into this weekend. I mean, again, it's already looking like it wants to get jiggy. And then we got the Coinbase IPO coming up. A lot of people are going to be talking about that IPO. It's probably going to be one of the biggest, potentially the biggest IPOs of all time. I don't know, man. It's going to be crazy. I might try and live stream it. I don't know how it's going to work though, man. I do have to work. And I don't know if it's going to be one of those things where like you don't know when it's going to get listed because they're just going to sit there and let the bid ask just like work itself out for like 3 or 4 hours, and then it'll just kind of hit a point where like, okay, boom, let's drop it, right? And I don't know all the particulars about the IPO, to be honest. I mean, everyone's just talking about its valuation. I don't know if there's lockout periods, how a direct listing is different than any, so I'm not an expert at IPOs. I don't really spend a lot of time trying to become expert on IPOs because generally I just don't get into IPOs. I let the company, most IPOs take about 2 years. Like it's a little bit different market right now. So I don't know, like what's Airbnb and freaking Airbnb. So it's a little bit different right now just because the market's so frothy, but Airbnb is still doing crazy good. What was the other one where they deliver your food? Doorbell, Dash, D-A-S-A, DoorDash, Doorbell. The doorbell's taken a little bit of a hit since it's like 150 price level, right? Yeah, so this is what I expect to see in an IPO, and I'm actually really impressed that Airbnb has held up like it has. Let's take what's the other one? Roblox. I didn't have any excitement in that one at all. But this is actually what I expect to see. I actually expect to see this dip below $100. I don't. Airbnb I actually like as a company, but I think this price is probably like this one's probably going to take a hit on the nose too, right? I would be inclined to sell call spreads on this. What's what is it? Robo? I don't know the ticker. Is it RBLX? Roblox. So this is still kind of hovering around its opening, curling around. I mean, honestly, I would expect this one to probably go down to end of the year. So Coinbase, who knows, man? It's gonna find a level. Coinbase, like the volatility in Coinbase, I've already got more than my stomach can handle on cryptocurrency. All right, so the U.S. banning Bitcoin, part of the title, right? Again, this is Tom, aka Nostradamus. Please hit those like buttons. Please hit those subscribe buttons. I live stream every morning, 5 minutes before the market opens. A no hype channel. I am an open book. I show you my portfolios. I do trades. I show you my trades. And I'm pretty freaking successful at it. As I've mentioned, maybe I'm just on a heater. Nothing wrong with that. Follow someone on a heater. I haven't crapsed out yet. Actually, I need to see what's going on in my NASDAQ trade. Are we keeping that bad boy on? Yeah, it's making a bit of a comeback. NASDAQ's only down 12. It's feeling strong like bull. Maybe we can get back into green territory. Maybe I can close this out later for a nice $1,000, roughly $1,000 winner, 900. I'll take 800, even if it just hovering around this. I'm going to leave this one on. Or you can follow up Sunday. I will be live streaming Sunday, 2:55, 5 minutes before the futures open. It's such a bittersweet time, that stream, because I love getting in and seeing what the futures are going to do. Hopefully Bitcoin and cryptos are pumping. Hopefully it's a beautiful Sunday afternoon, but the bittersweet part is, as you know, your weekend's wrapping up. You got to go back to that weekly grind, right? Lazy Sundays, right? Such a bittersweet moment. Anyway, the US banning Bitcoin article. Let's get on. So this isn't a FUD article. I've already said it, but it's an interesting article. Government ban on Bitcoin. And this crypto mom, Ms. Hester Mara. Does she own Mara? Does she own Decentraland? I just noticed that. Pierce, one of the commissioners of the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission, said governments would have a hard time banning Bitcoin. Duh. Crypto mom also thinks crypto regulation in the U.S. needs to change. Couldn't agree more, right? All right, there's just so much I want to talk about here. Like, cryptocurrency and Bitcoin is a threat to the U.S. government. No question in my mind. It is a threat to national security. And the government, I hope the government, please listen. U.S. government, NSA, what trigger words do I have to say to make the algorithm get the NSA or whoever? Hopefully you guys are out there. You need to be like the government. There's already some states doing it. They need to make crypto-friendly regulation that crypto-friendly to miners, right? Incentives to get United States companies mining Bitcoin. And we've got some. Riot is United States, I believe. Mara is United States, I believe. But we need more crypto because we need hash power in the United States. And look, I'm not trying to dominate hash power. I want hash power. Hash power should be pretty much decentralized around the globe, but the United States needs to have its stake in the hash power. And then on top of crypto-friendly regulations for United States companies, the U.S. government needs to be buying and accumulating Bitcoin. Take some of that money you're buying junk bonds with and buy Bitcoin. Go out and set up your own crypto or your own Bitcoin mining operations, right? Like, you need, as a government, you need to have, other governments are doing it and they're smart. Like Iran, I always forget how to say that correctly and it's insulting. Iran, man. Iran, as my Iranian friend would tell me. Iran. It's not Iran, it's Iran, man. So Iran, very like, did I just say Iran, man? So Iran, they're buying, there's a bunch of like Middle Eastern countries, they're buying Bitcoin, man. Maybe they're going to be the superpowers of the future because they've got it together. China, you know, they're getting jiggy with Bitcoin, right? I believe they dominate the hash power right now. And that's a threat to national security right there too. China, no offense, any Chinese brothers and sisters out there, I love you. And I'm not saying the U.S. is perfect. I'm not saying the U.S. is not doing scandalous things. I know they've definitely done it in the past. I mean, what was it? The Contra, Iran, and all the guns and cocaine and I mean, that's just one example, right? So I'm not saying we're perfect. We got to play the game, but China is trying to steal everything, all our technology. Plain and simple, right? They have agents over here. And this isn't tinfoil hat stuff, man. This is, I mean, some of you will think I'm crazy, but no, man, they've got sleeper agents over here that they don't even know they're sleeper agents because eventually, like, it's just a numbers game. They just go talk to, you know, people, U.S. Chinese citizens, and they say, hey, this is for the motherland. Maybe they turn some in high places. Maybe they don't, right? They're actively attacking our IT infrastructure. A lot of you've heard about the recent SolarWinds hack. That was a pretty big Russian hack. Not as much as talked about the Chinese hack that was much, potentially much bigger. And that was an attack on Microsoft Exchange servers. Yes, I'm in the business. Stealing as much data as they can. They want it all. They want all the data. They take that data and they just sift through it and they reverse engineer what they can. And look, I don't know 100% what companies are ripoffs. And I mean, it's kind of obvious though, right? Like, you could look at your things like Alibaba's and your Xpungs, and I'm just like, yeah, you know. So anyway, Yes. So it is going to, I agree. It's going to be almost impossible to ban Bitcoin. And banning Bitcoin would be, in fact, would help China's plans propel it faster. Because if the United States were to ban Bitcoin, it is going to be not good, right? I do think eventually, I do believe that Bitcoin will eventually replace the US dollar as the world reserve currency. Maybe not in my lifetime, but decentralized currency has could have so many impacts in the future. Like, it's mind-boggling how it can actually change how we run the world. Imagine, and this is potentially possible, a completely, like, almost, I mean, maybe it would still be very tribal and country-like, but just imagine certain cryptocurrencies, and currency is kind of a bad term, right? But different DeFi protocols as voting systems, right? Citizens are using this DeFi to vote and make decisions, right? Like, maybe we don't even barely need, like, it could completely change how even our government's done, right? Like, proposals and things like that are just kind of created by influencers. I'm just freeballing right now, right? I'm just spitballing. Right? It is going to change the world, right? And there's no doubt about it. The banks know it, the whales know it, the rich know it, the smart rich know it, right? So yes, we need regulation, right? Other regulation we need. Regulation to make it more friendly in the United States, make it more friendly for miners. Regulation to change the taxes on it, right? I don't know the answer, right? Yes, government, you need your money, but maybe it's just a much smaller percentage when you go from cryptocurrency, one cryptocurrency to another, or cryptocurrency to buy something. Maybe instead of whatever your tax bracket is in your state taxes, like right now, if I were to go buy a Tesla with my Bitcoin, I'm going to lose roughly 40% of my profit in taxes. I don't want that, right? Instead, it would might make much more sense for me to just go buy a Tesla, save up whatever I need for a down payment, if anything, and just pay my monthly payment in cash out of my paycheck. Why the hell am I going to want to use my Bitcoin unless I'm 100% crypto and it's all long-term capital gains and I'm completely living off just crypto? But that reality is not here yet either, and that reality is not going to really be here until tax regulations change. So maybe we change it to something like, okay, all capital gains on crypto is just a flat 10% or something, right? For the life of crypto. So if you go from Bitcoin to Ethereum, 10% on your profits, not, the government takes whatever you're, right? Like I don't know. I don't have the solution, but the current solution in using cryptocurrency as to make payments and stuff, the only people doing that, there might be some other people, and this might be super offensive because you might be one of these people, or idiots, or people that just want to be part of the story, right? So I'm not looking to go to JC. Is JC Penney even a store? I'm not looking to go to Target and buy my toilet paper with Bitcoin. That's just not even on my mind right now. So anyway, that's the news on US banning Bitcoin. I've given my reasons on why I think cryptocurrency is going to thump this weekend. Let's wrap this up. Let's see how cryptocurrency is doing. Bitcoin 58.4, taking a little bit of a chilly dip from its highs today. Still just coiling around that 58,000. We're up though. I'm happy with that. I feel like we're going to get a move. GRT is a coin that I've been pounding the table on. It is coiling, man. All this stuff is just coiling around a certain price level. It's going to break one way or the other. I do think it's going to break to the upside for many of the reasons I've given. What do we got here? Bitcoin, US dollar, Bitcoin again. All right, so Ethereum, same thing. A lot more volatility in the Ethereum, but it's coiling around its 2K level. Cardano ADA, a very, very, very painful long coil. Sometimes cryptocurrency is boring, boys and girls. This is if you're not in cryptocurrency yet, and you're wanting to get into cryptocurrency, I think your time is slipping. I think, again, I'm not a financial advisor. It's not financial advice. I still think this is a very early time in this bull cycle to get in. I think these are still very good levels. Is there going to be any dips to this current level? My personal belief is these things are going to set new all-time highs going into this summer, and then this might be the support levels for a lot of this stuff. So Cardano, I think, is going to have a good move. I think $2 is on the table, and I actually think like support level for that might be around $1.50, right? Polkadot, I think, is going to find new support around this level, this $42 level that goes back into February. It did bust through it. It failed. It came back down pretty hard. And I was saying this is a very good time to buy Polkadot. Polkadot's one of my favorite cryptocurrencies. I own a ton of Polkadot. I stake it for 12% on Kraken. I earn a little over 2 Polkadot per week for free. How does that go? Free 90 free? How can you beat that, right? Polkadot's going to be 300 to 1,000. I think Polkadot, Hype Boy Tom, Moon Boy Tom. Here we go. I do think Polkadot will see $1,000 price target. Not this year, but by 2024, right? I do think Polkadot will see $1,000. That will put it at $1 trillion market cap, roughly, right? I think that's very, very, very possible. Just like I think Cardano will see $30. Roughly around the $30, not this cycle, maybe the next cycle or into 2030, putting it at $1 trillion market cap. And that's why my exit strategy does involve selling some of these 20 to 50%, depending on how this market cycle goes. Briefly, if Bitcoin does blast off to near this logarithmic top like it has in the previous cycles at levels, towards when the cycle is historically in the past, I may take some Bitcoin off the table. I'm going to let that altcoin pump, and then I'm going to take profits in altcoins, though I will leave a tremendous amount of it on. And I will continue to earn that interest into the bear winter, right? If I can get my initial investment off the board, it's all gravy. My initial investment plus, I'll have for a real estate crash if it happens. I'll have for a stock market crash if it happens, and I'll have some for buying up crypto. If there's a bear winter, I have no problem with that. Let cryptocurrency crash 80%. I don't really want it to crash 80%, but if it does, my plan is to have a lot of cash to buy that crap back up, because it's coming right back at you in 2023 and 24, right? Anyway, I'll wrap this up. Love you guys again. Like, subscribe, bell button. I will be back 2:55 PST Sunday. Be there, be square. We'll do the futures open. We'll discuss any cryptocurrency news that's happening, and we will talk about the $75,000, you heard it here, Bitcoin was, I have no idea, $75,000 on Sunday. Chances of that are extremely low. Peace.